Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Ring Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Bain, with Gabe Jones, Bradley Bain, and Tyler Bain. Today we are going. Gabe's got something to talk about in news, and then we're going to recover TNA, recap TNA, AEW, Money in the Bank, and Worlds Collide. But
And against all odds. But again, we'll just go over results because TNA had a
oh, they had a pay per view too.
Yeah, they had
yeah.
one.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
even know
It
that.
was Friday, but you know how that goes. But yeah, double or nothing, yay!
Yay!
WrestleMania got announced to be in Vegas again for the second year in a row, which is the first time ever in WWE's history. So,
And then they're gonna be in
um,
Somehow,
Vegas again next year, and the year after that, and the year after that.
We're
I mean,
never
I'm going to
leaving.
Vegas in July, so
oh
uh,
god,
somehow Saudi outbid Vegas. I mean Vegas somehow outbid Saudi, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
or it'll be in 2027 in Saudi.
Blech.
You know,
Yeah,
maybe they promised them that, but
No, I'm good on
Really
yeah.
that.
hoping. I'm really hoping that they just pick
I
somewhere
don't know.
else.
TKO likes that money, so
Mm-hmm. All
God.
right,
Oh
Tyler.
look
boy.
at
Well,
those ladders now.
go ahead with
Am
the
I starting
AEW
off with
news.
AEW with the shit
Let's
he does
see if he
best?
can read today.
Oh, wow.
I
That's
Mount
kind of
so
wish I
forehead
funny.
and
couldn't read
TKO.
this. Um, so AEW starts off with Will Ospreay. He opens the show. And says that he was sorry for how he acted last week when Swerve and him had a brawl backstage. Says he's 100% going to be in Hangman's corner, but then says last week I told Swerve, what's worse, Hangman or Death Riders? And then he said maybe it's Swerve because Swerve was kind of like teasing like he could be trying to go for that AEW title again.
Mm,
Um, and so Osprey's like, I'm not gonna let you interfere. Hangman should win the title to save AEW, basically. And that was kind of what
Hey,
happened. And then he said, AEW fucking sucks.
yep.
I agree completely.
You're the reason why AEW sucks right now. Fuck.
Oh, well, Osprey,
I mean, you ain't wrong.
You forgot one thing. You forgot to include yourself in that. Because you fucking suck. um,
You can see
and
his
then
look on his face, like he realized
dude,
he fucked up.
he fucked up bad. He knew he shouldn't have
I
said
fucked
that.
up, bro.
I fucked up,
Yep,
bro.
he's never gonna get an AEW title.
Yeah.
um, but when he was talking, Leo Rush comes out, and he just wants to have a match with Osprey at Collision, and so that was after Fighter Fest.
Oh, did you tune into that match, Tyler?
No, I didn't watch that match.
Oh.
Why would I want to watch that? So then Mark Briscoe has a segment in God Awful. It was just terrible. Couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying.
Mm.
Um, basically just talking about how he lost in the 6-man tag match and that he sometimes thinks or his son thinks he can quit, but Mark Briscoe says he never quits and he's gonna beat John Moxley tonight.
Damn.
Yeah, sure.
So then it's Mark Briscoe versus John Moxley.
Blech.
It was a lot of chain wrestling.
A lot
Um,
boring.
yeah, a lot of boring part. Then Moxley does his heel work where he rolls out of the ring, and then before Briscoe hits him, they just start fighting outside. Um, and then out of nowhere, Moxley like grabbed his eyes and then just started beating the shit out of him in the corner of the in the barricade of the corner. Just was beating the shit out of him, busted him open. Like every fucking match Moxley's in. Um, Later, Wheeler attacks Briscoe with the ref distracted, um, and then Moxley hit him with the Dragon Sleeper and knocked him out. He didn't quit. He didn't quit.
Oh, he's stone
Bulldog
cold.
choke for the win. Yeah.
He's stone cold.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Mm.
just pretty bad. They show a promo package of Mystico. Um,
Isn't, I think that's Sin Cara.
I I think I was gonna say I think that's Sin Cara. It looks just like him.
Aren't they supposed to be having a Worlds Collide event with CMO or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. But
Forbidden Door.
yeah, it's Forbidden Door in Mexico, or Grand
Oh,
Slam
not
Mexico.
Japan. Oh, okay.
It's Grand Slam Mexico, not Forbidden Door.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it doesn't really say anything. It's just literally a promo package of him, just or like it's like a little package
Yeah.
video montage thing of him. Basically saying that he'll be there next week. Then probably the worst match of the night. Um, it was Tony Storm and Gabe. How do I say this? Mina Shirkawa or what?
Shirkawa.
Hey,
I
they
fucked
asking
up.
me. I have
I
no
think it's
idea.
Mina Shakira now. I think that's how he said.
Shakira now, then I don't know. But they fought Julia Hart and Sky Blue. But meanwhile, Mercedes Monet gets a fucking steak, and it's
Well,
terrible.
let's talk about how
And there
black
were
that steak was, dude. It was
it
fucking
was terrible. It was
well
Yeah.
fucking
done.
yeah, it
That
was well
shit's
done.
gross.
Maybe she likes her stuff well done.
And
Ugh.
what's funny is they were more focused on Mercedes Monet eating a steak than the match.
Yep.
There's a few quick pace
Terrible.
moves. There was a really cool move that Sky Blue did. She did like a cartwheel clothesline.
Nice.
It was like it was pretty clean actually how she did it too. Let me see. Nothing really crazy. Tony Storm, fucking does her one move that she does. What's her finisher? It's like the
Isn't it-
Zero, the power trip.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then she
Well,
also does that chicken wing, like the Bob Backlund.
No, during the match, Mina and Tony Storm are middle of the ring, and Sky Blue and Julia are like laying down in the ring, like knocked out,
Mm-hmm.
and all you see is these two motherfuckers trying to kiss.
Yeah.
I bet the
Hey,
fans are like, let them kiss. Let them
Yeah,
I
kiss.
they
think
were. No, they
AEW
were.
needs Mr. Iguana.
Oh,
Yeah, no, they were. So then, after the match, Tony wins. She pins, I believe, Sky Blue. Um, then she gets out of the ring and grabs Mercedes Monet burnt ass steak and eats it right in front of her.
Snake, they didn't even
And
watch the
this is
show.
where the best wrestle. This is the best storylines.
Shit fucking made no sense.
This is
They were
oh,
more
they
focused
said
on
this
the
is
fucking
going to be
steak.
the greatest women's wrestling match of
Yes,
all time.
yes, they did.
They're proving us right so far. Oh yeah.
I
Even they're
honestly think.
even though they're both overrated.
I
Very.
honestly think I'd rather watch a Nia Jax match than this.
What
No,
is this
a
at?
Tamina
All
match.
in?
I would rather watch a Tamina match.
I'd rather watch Michin and BFAB fight each other.
Oh god.
So if we're going all in, we're watching this match.
Yeah.
Yes, the greatest women's wrestling match ever.
Oh yeah, Tyler's gonna come down to watch All In with
Ooh.
us.
Oh fucking shit! After watching this shit of a show, hell no. um.
It's free.
So
Tony Khan's like it's free.
don't give a fuck.
He said, I don't.
Please, Tony Khan, please.
Okay, look, I'll suck a cock.
Oh god.
Okay. Will Ospreay was pulled backstage for an interview, but MJF interrupts and says, "You shouldn't think about Swerve and Hangman if you want to be a world champion." And then Ospreay says he is focused on AEW, um, and then as a whole. And then MJF says, "Hey Ospreay, how's your son Harry?" And then they almost brawl, but the Hurt Syndicate step in
Don't
and
talk
like
about my son, bruv.
yeah, and then
Was
but
that
yeah,
like a Harry Potter reference?
The Hurt Syndicate step in and like basically bully Osprey. They're like, "Back off, you little bitch."
And
And
then
then
Osprey was like, okay.
Osprey's like a good
Okay,
boy.
bro.
Like Bobby Lashley's like he's like touching up on him and like fixing his shirt, and he just walks away from him. It's like, yeah, good boy, good boy, Will Ospreay. Then the Hurt Syndicate come out, MVP says I got some official, or he says he had some official news, but he didn't have anything news related. He just he fucking talks. He talks about Denver because they're in Denver.
Okay.
And he's like, "Well, Bobby, you used to live in Denver and all this shit." He's like, but now that you live in Texas, what is your opinion on Denver?"
That's the
Oh.
breaking news.
Oh no, he's like this. He's like this. He's like, like it was. It was just so fucking stupid. And then, thank God MJF took the mic after, because he actually didn't do that bad.
No.
He basically called out Mystico, because they're gonna be fighting at Grand Slam Mexico. Well, Mystico's having a match next week, and if MJF thinks he's worthy enough, MJF will fight him at Grand Slam Mexico. That's gonna happen.
She's gonna fight other
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. And then Speedball Bailey interrupts them with Kevin
Speedball.
Knight and what the fuck is this dude's name?
Commander.
Commander. There he is.
I'm a fucking Mark.
Yeah, you fucking are. Commander tried to talk. He's like, "Bobby,
Is that your
fucking-
favorite wrestler, Nathan? Commander?
yeah.
I'm gonna kick your ass." Like, literally, that's all he was saying. I was like, okay. The 6-man tag match was set after with Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, and Commander.
Oh yeah, I gotta love these.
Versus La Facion Ingo Burnell, I think is what they're named. It's Rush's group.
Roosh.
Roosh. Yeah. With his two fucking weirdo.
Oh, doesn't he have like that bull wrestler?
That
Like
bull looking dude, yeah.
him versus Mr. Iguana would be crazy.
Yeah. Dream match. WrestleMania match.
Oh, I get to Mr. Iguana.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one spot in this match that I just got to talk about. So you know Roxanne Perez's finisher, the
The
Pop
Code
Rocks?
Red or yeah, Pop Rocks.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So they're trying to do a tag team move like that. So Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight are holding the bull guy's arm, and Commander jumps over him, lands on his face for a second, and then tries to sell it to where he gets back up, and then Speedball Mike Bailey just pushes the shit out of him. It was so fucking terrible. And then Kevin, literally, that was the only thing I had about that match, and then the finish. Kevin Knight hit his finishing move, that cool, and he actually has a nice frog splash that he does. And then that was it. He pinned the bull dude. So after that, Adam Cole, Roger Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Daniel Garcia are backstage. Adam says, "I have a ton of respect for you, and we can both agree we hate the Don Callis family, like everybody." And says, "How about the 4 of us versus the 4 of them?" And then Daniel's like, "I still want the TNT title back, basically," but says he will get his hands on he wants to get his hands on
his cock.
on his cock.
Boom.
I didn't even know Christian Cage and Nick Wayne were gone. They were gone for a few weeks or so, but they returned.
Wait, I got a question. Where is Big AJ?
Yeah, no.
In this. Where is he? Is he gonna be?
Well, I mean, he's the only
All
one that
in?
can carry AEW on his back.
Yeah.
I mean,
He is literally like one of the most entertaining things about AEW, which is crazy.
Even though he can't follow his back.
Yeah.
So
He
then,
can take it back from.
backstage, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne getting interviewed. Christian says something about Denver. He's like, the thin air cuts the flow to their brain and makes them stupid. Like, like you're basically calling Denver like fucking retard.
You stupid bitch.
Son of
They-
a bitch.
Then he says Nick had a tremendous performance at the tournament in Japan, but didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
He says it, but it's okay though. He had a grueling schedule because he had 14 matches in 22 days, and then says no excuses. But then he's like, but Nick Wayne is a defending champion, and so tonight at Collision he'll have a fatal 4-way. And Nick Wayne was like, so you think you can just fucking do whatever with me? And Nick Wayne or Christian was like, yeah, you little bitch, you're gonna fucking take it too.
Yeah, okay.
Or the Nick Way was like, okay.
You're good. And then he has a fatal 4-way at Collision.
Nice.
Then I don't even know why this was even fucking added because it was literally pointless. Max Caster comes out, cuts a promo saying, "You're looking at the best wrestler alive, and in my hand is a petition, and it says that Max Carter or Caster, whatever, is the best wrestler alive." And looks at the ref and says, "You haven't signed the petition yet." So he told him to sign it. And then after he says, this is the return of the 5-minute open challenge match that he, I guess, does. He tells someone to come out, and then Powerhouse Hobbs comes out and literally fucking demolishes it in like 2 minutes.
Good.
And that was it.
Thanks for coming, Max Caster.
And then it's the main event.
Thank God.
Yep, thank God. It was Claudio Castagnoli, Brody King, Kenny Omega, and Mascara something. I don't know his last name. But it was for the international title. Everyone was attacking Claudio at first, and then Kenny and Mascara team up on Brody King. Claudio then takes out Brody King outside the ring by going for the eyes, and then, dude, he hit a big boot, and he actually kicked the shit out of him in the face.
Damn.
And then later into the match, Kenny was going for a one-winged angel on Brody, but then Claudio jumps off the top rope uppercut, kind of like a doomsday device move.
Gotcha.
And then Claudio did the swing on Brody, and Mascara hit him with a drop kick, kind of like you know how like Cesaro does that move like with Tyson Kidd, and then Tyson would hit the
Yeah.
Yeah.
finish. Yeah, it was like kind of like that, but Omega catches Mascara, catches a Hurricanrana from Mascara, turns it around and hits a one-winged angel to retain the title.
Nice.
And that was it.
It honestly doesn't sound like too bad of an AEW from what I've watched. It doesn't seem
It wasn't
terrible.
terrible, but like the Mercedes Moné shit was fucking horrific.
Yeah.
The Briscoe match was just boring.
Yeah.
The
Did you
6-man tag match is terrible too.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Maybe it was bad.
did y'all see that Okada is fighting Kenny at All In?
Oh yeah.
And the fans are like, "Oh my god, the
Oh,
final time!"
well, like like they gave their first match a 6-star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait, Nick.
That match won't be terrible.
I think Okada is terrible,
Well.
but teach your own.
All right, enough AEW depressing talk.
Let's get through
Okay.
TNA.
Okay. So, yep, they're still in Toronto. I just noticed that they bulk record. I don't know, and probably not in the same day, but they bulk record a lot because, again,
Remember the
against
NWA
all
show where they fucking had like, bro, that was a
the entire
long.
tournament.
Yes, the entire Charlie Cup, right? The Charlie
Yeah,
Crockett.
the Crockett.
The
Yeah,
Crockett, gotcha.
I know this off the top. I went to an NWA show with a friend, and tell me why some of the matches that we saw didn't get actually put on did I guess on X on NWA for like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So they booked Card like crazy. That it was crazy.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
what the hell? I watched that. And that was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Anyway. Um but yes, because Against All Odds is in Phoenix, and so which is the next day. So I know they didn't go from Toronto to Phoenix that quick.
Yeah.
So I know they booked a court then. All right, anyway. Indy Hartwell face Tasha Steelz, which is the woman in Ali's group.
All right.
Um, which she's a former Knockouts world champion, which I didn't know that, but this is my first time watching her wrestle. But,
Okay.
she's actually really good. I don't know why she doesn't wrestle more instead of just being like a certified manager for the damn group. Um, Indy Hartwell Spinebuster is quite not good at all. Um, I don't like that Spinebuster whatsoever. Um, anyway, one of the great hands, which is again Ali's group, told, um, they was told to hit Indy while the ref wasn't looking, loud as heck, like the ref wasn't gonna hear, which was crazy. Um, um, Tasha got mad when he didn't do it. But then turned around and Indy hit her with a big boot and hit the reverse STO for the win.
Nice.
Ali wasn't out there, but he comes out and pushes Tasha because she just lost, I guess.
Yeah.
And like I said from last week, and uh, basically one guy from the Great Hands was like, yeah, that's what she deserves. The other guy was like, what are you doing? You just pushed a woman. This, and this. Um, the crowd was yelling, kick his ass at Ali, which I thought was hilarious.
That's funny.
So they're basically about to implode, seems
Yeah.
like.
Break it up.
Mance Warner. Mance Warner does a promo when he's like he's gonna beat Steve Macklin at against all, basically, one of those things.
Gotcha.
A lot of vignettes and promos. This, I guess, again said they have a pay per view the next night. They show Zaya Brookside and Rosemary in two separate rooms for the Monsters Ball match. Apparently, in a Monsters Ball match, you have to be in a room for 24 hours with no food. Obviously, they weren't in a room for 24 hours, but that's like, oh, they have to be in a room.
I think AEW might win this fucking week.
Yeah, I mean,
That is fucking
Yeah, so they show them in two separate rooms. I guess it's dark in there or whatever. I'm like, okay. So they're gonna have a Monsters Ball match tonight, which,
Okay.
Tasha, after backstage after that whole match, again, he's like, why did Ali do that? And then Ali walks back there. He's like, everything's good, right? And I'm like, you just pushed her, but sure. And then, like I said, one of the guys of the Great Hands, like, he looks at Ali and he wants to hit him so bad, but he's like, all right, you can face me at Against All Odds. So we're gonna have some group warfare at Against All Odds, which is cool. Oh, then we have Eric Young versus Moose for the X Division Championship.
Sounds like a
They
good
had it.
match. Oh,
It sounds like it.
Oh no.
no.
They had I say this is an AEW spot. So at the beginning of the match, they do their thing a little bit. Then Eric Young gets Moose in the Tree of Woe and proceeds to stand on his nuts. Okay. While singing "Oh Canada," because Eric Young's from Canada.
That's terrible.
Okay, I'm honestly going for it right now. This shit is
Yeah,
terrible.
it's how like AEW collision now.
Okay. So he's in the Tree of Woe. Eric Young puts one foot on the rope and one foot on his nuts, and they're singing "Oh Canada." They sing it. I kid you not. This goes on for like 5 minutes. Yes, they sung "Oh Canada" 3-4 different times. And I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh. And oh, by the way, while this is going on, the ref is distracted this entire time. Like for 5 minutes, the ref just does nothing and they're just singing "Oh Canada." Oh my gosh.
Terrible already.
Um, Moose after he got up, Moose got up after having his nuts obliterated.
Mm,
Um, and hit Eric Young with a choke sit out spine buster or power bomb type thing.
mm-hmm.
Um, um, Moose then gets choked out. He had a shirt on, takes off his shirt, then chokes out Eric Young with his
Mm-hmm.
shirt. Um, Eric Young gets some offense. Um, what is that word? Holy. Yeah, I was typing super quick.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
good.
know what I was doing. Um, EY hits a rock bottom Urigai type thing
Yeah.
on the apron. Moose. Moose hits his bicycle kick, then hits his springboard crossbody, which I think he always hits pretty good. He's a
Mm,
big dude, so it looks kind of crazy.
yeah.
Um, Moose hits another bicycle kick and then goes for the ropes where EY hits him with a clothesline, which was crazy. Then hits the pile driver.
Mm,
Um, but he's by the ropes, and Fandango or JDC is what they call him. Put Moose's foot on the rope.
gotcha.
To do the break. Moose hits a low blow while the ref wasn't looking, then hits the spear and beats Eric Young.
Seemed like the
Um,
match picked up there at the end, but
yeah, yeah. At the
I
beginning,
AEW should be.
then this was weird. Eric Young and his group then proceeded to grab
yeah, I
supposedly a
seen
fan,
this. Yeah, I seen that.
got a fan and just started jumping him for what
Yeah,
reason? I have no idea.
a fan.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Again, Eric Young lost the international championship match and then lost the X Division championship match, so he's crashing out apparently.
mm-hmm.
Um, Danny Luna, which is one of the girls from Spitfire, who lost. I don't know if y'all remember, but they had a tag team match. If they lost, they had
Oh
to
yeah,
split up.
yeah.
So they did lose, so they had to split up. So she had a backstage promo. Joe Hendry has a promo. Um,
Hendry.
and he's like, yeah, he's sad he lost the AEW World Heavyweight Championship or the AEW. Holy crap, the TNA World Championship.
Hey, it's always
Um,
highly.
every so often. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that he wants another shot, and that he's been watching TNA forever since 2002, and
Too bad
he got
WWE has the title now.
and he's like, yeah, I got carried away when I was TNA World Championship. My baby didn't take it as serious. Kazarian there, and he's like, yeah, who were you watching in 2002? You're watching me,
Mm,
which is crazy because gosh, that dude's been in that company
I
for
mean,
way too long.
he's been in the TNA for fucking ever, dude.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, dude,
I'm
that is
surprised he hasn't
crazy.
tried to sign with anywhere else. Like he
It's
just
been in
wants to stay in
TNA.
TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
For
and
life.
oh yeah, he says, yeah, you lost TNA World Championship. Someone doesn't work here. That's embarrassing, and they're gonna face off at Against All. So that's why they did that.
There we go.
Um, so we have Heather and M by Elegance versus the new tag team of Hudson and Grace, who are brand new to TNA.
Okay.
Um, M had Hudson in a bow and arrow hold, while Heather did a stomp, which was actually pretty cool. Um, um, but she kicked out at 2, which it looked gnarly. That needs to be like a finisher because
Yeah.
that looked crazy. Heather hit a Spanish fly. And M hits a moonsault on Grace to win the match. So Dana Brooke and her crew, I don't.
Mm,
They're annoying kind of. M by
that
the way is
moonsault
like
sucked.
M is like 6'2" for a woman, and she hit a moonsault, which was
Is that
she's
a
athletic
woman?
for her height.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the 24 hours is up, and Rosemary and Zara Brookside come out for their Monsters Ball match.
Oh
Actually, this
god.
match was pretty cool.
How is the 24 hours up if it just happened like an hour
I
ago?
don't know. I don't know. Don't ask, okay? That's just what they're going by.
Bro,
Um,
monster.
Is
Oh,
Braun Strowman in this the Monster Ball?
I probably could have came out. Why not?
Yeah.
um, they brought out the belt again because, like I said, Zaya Brookside lost her match to Rosemary. Because she hit her with a belt. They were just beating each other up with a belt for like a good 10 minutes. It seems like.
Yeah.
Um, Rosemary. Um, oh, okay. Rosemary sets up a trash can in the corner, and then Zara Brookside runs into it, and again she grabs the belt. Um, oh, so she grabbed the belt. Like the hanging arm bar they do over some of the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she did that, but with a belt, like, but was
Oof.
choking her while doing it,
Damn.
which was crazy. Zaya, okay, they're in Canada. Here's another
Yeah.
AEW spot. She grabs a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you think's gonna be in the bag? Maybe some tags or something. It was
Legos.
full of hockey pucks.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
Get it?
Yeah, hockey pucks are, they're rubber. I mean, I guess they would hurt, but she
Mhm.
pours out, and it's hockey pucks, so they spread out all over the ring. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm like, you're probably gonna dump her on what, two hockey pucks at best,
Yeah.
because they're all over the damn
Yeah.
place. Um, so she walks over to Rosemary after she dumps out the hockey pucks, and Rosemary, she has a stapler and staples her.
Oh my God.
Um, then hits a Samoan drop on the hockey pucks.
AEW loves doing staplers.
They love Staples.
What
Yeah,
is the hockey
Hockey
pucks gonna
pucks
add? They're just flat little fucking hockey
because they're in
pucks.
Canada.
But it
Wait,
doesn't.
they're
It's
they're
not gonna
for this,
add any
Nathan.
extra
You get the
damage.
Hey
you
Nathan,
get
no
the
question.
you get the you sick fuck, you sick
Oh.
fuck
Okay.
chance.
Yeah, we're,
Yeah.
we're suplexing someone on some hockey pucks.
Hey, remember when that Japanese guy fought somebody in AEW and on the Legos?
Yeah.
Yep.
Legos hurt though,
Yeah. Legos do
so
hurt.
I can kind of understand what hockey pucks. They set up a chair. Zara Brookside to DDT on Rosemary, which looked kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, so they put some chairs in the ring, and kind of like adjacent to each other, and they lay on it. It looks neat, and they lay on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they do that. Then so Zaya gets up on the second rope, but Rosemary sits up like the Undertaker. Was like, nah, that's not happening. Um, then she goes. Oh, so there's a door set up on the corner. It's a door,
Mm-hmm.
not a table, a door that's set up on the corner, and Zaya. Oh, Rosemary runs her through the door, but Zaya kicks out of that. Then Rosemary puts Zaya on the chairs,
Mm-hmm.
but then Zaya rises like the damn Undertaker. So they just ran that spot again. Then Rosemary tries to spit the mist in her face, but Zaya grabs the trash can lid from the trash can earlier in the match and blocks it. Then oh god, then she basically put her through the chairs to win the match.
Damn.
Oh god.
That sounded
Ball match, yay!
Yay. Um, Rascals do a promo, says they're gonna beat the Nemeth boys at Against All Odds for the tag team championships. Normal stuff. Elijah talks about his match with Trick again at Against All Odds. And then we have Lang Lee, who does the same thing about her knockout championship match, because they just did
Mm-hmm.
3 in a row. Um, Santino comes out to the ring to talk about his match against Robert Stone for the Director of Authority in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Robert comes out. The crowd is chanting Robert, and then Santino gets excited for the match. um, Now we have the main event.
From NXT one also.
wait. So you're telling me Santino might fight Mr. Iguana?
Yeah.
It might happen.
Could happen.
He does like the Cobra thing and into the Mr. Iguana's mouth, like, boom,
Yep.
and it's like stuck.
Yep.
Sure. All right, then. Yeah. So this match, I kid you not, was like 9 minutes long. It was a 6-man tag between Matt Hardy, Leon Slater, Mike Santana, facing off against the Nimitz and Kazarian.
Okay.
Um,
The Nemesis and Kazarian tag team. I swear there's been a bunch of fucking tag team matches with them.
I guess they're a
yes.
stable right now.
No, they're not.
They're
They're
not.
not.
I mean, they're just a fucking tag team. Like
Hmm.
everybody hears the sounds.
But I said, I guess Karen is Mr. Reliable, and they're just like, hey, we can put you, wherever. So, again, it's funny because they're still in Canada, so Jeff can't be there. So that's why,
Yep.
Leon Slater is still tagging with Matt Hardy, which is funny. Kazarian went to distract the ref, and Nick Nemeth got Matt Hardy. Oh, so they trapped his foot, which was kind of so basically he tags him in. I don't know why Kazarian was trying to distract the ref. Then Nick Nemeth tripped Matt Hardy, and then it was almost simultaneously. The trip happened. Kazarian just stopped worrying about the ref and did his springboard leg drop, which all put together, it looked pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the match was they were just showing off the big names in TNA. It was nothing wild. They did all the comebacks that they normally do. Leon Slater hit a twisting cutter from the apron to the ring, which was cool. Then just Mike Santana hit spin the block, which is again the discus clothesline, and they won the match. It was just showing off, getting ready for Against All Odds. So that was the main event. Then speaking of Against All Odds, we'll go over these results.
Okay.
Wait, I think I'm going to say yes. I think AEW is better than TNA this week.
It sounds like it.
I gotta go AEW, even though
Like, I think this
AEW
is the only time in history this will ever happen.
I
Yeah,
think
TNA has
AEW
4 points. AEW has 1 point. So
and you know what's
AEW
funny
gets its
is
first win.
AEW was still very
yeah, very
fucking
bad.
ass.
It didn't sound as
But-
bad as Nathan's week's
but
word.
I
Oh,
will not put a fucking monster ball match.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch Mercedes Monet
that
eat a
just
fucking
sounded
well done steak
bad.
than watch an fucking monster ball match.
oh
All right.
shit. All right,
Um,
go with the TNA pay per view.
um, the Elegance brand defeated Zara Brookside, Grace, and Hudson. So they combined the two storylines, kind of just ran with that. The international championship, Steve Macklin defeated Mace Warner. Steve Macklin, I bet that match was probably good because
Yeah.
Steve Macklin's great, and Mace Warner's actually pretty good as well. They had an 8-man tag. Holy crap, 8-man tag. The Hardys, because they're in Phoenix, so Jeff can come back.
Oh.
Yay!
You love 8 man.
I'm a drug addict. Yeah, I'm a drug addict.
I'm a drug addict. The Hardys, Leon Slater, and y'all remember Cody Deaner, the guy that lost to Eddie Edwards, who was supposed to retire.
Oh, is this the fucking where he comes in like a fucking like he's like I'm a hometown something.
Yeah, in a mask. The
Oh,
hometown, yeah.
that's so fucking stupid.
I
I
haven't
was like,
seen it.
what the fuck? I saw that shit and I was like,
It was supposed to be a mystery opponent, and so he comes out as the hometown man or something,
yeah,
and he's
the
in a
song is like,
mask.
the song's like, I'm a hometown man.
Yes, that's
I'm a
I'm a
hometown
hometown
man.
and the fact,
That's literally what it was.
yeah, he's supposed to be God. So I thought, oh my gosh, they defeated the system, which is Moose, Fandango, JDC, whatever, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Myers.
Gotcha.
Um, Ali defeated Jason Mach. I guess it was kind of supposed to be a squash match kind of a thing, just to have Ali on the card. Mike Santana was on the first class penthouse with AJ Francis and Casey Navarro. They kind of had a brawl. AJ smashed champagne over Santana's head.
All right.
So he just had an AEW championship match, but you're doing this.
Been top dollar.
You mean TNA, sir?
A lot.
I said AEW again. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't tell this week was. Anyway, sorry, I couldn't tell.
They both were pretty shit. So I mean,
Oh.
Masha Slamovich defeated Lang Lee. for the Knockouts Championship. Frankie Kazarian beat Joe Hendry. What's going on? What's
Buried.
going on?
Joe
Joe,
Hendry's getting buried now.
Hmm.
is Joe Hendry done? Is he?
No, I guess he's
Yeah,
cooked now.
yeah.
Maybe they go for the redemption storyline.
The
He,
TNA
Maybe.
title is gonna stay in WWE forever now.
I mean, maybe again he just takes losses until he gets back to the TNA until he beats Trick again. Who knows?
That's
Yeah.
kind of how
Um,
they did with McIntyre in WWE. They kept on giving him like a lot of losses. Won
Mm,
the won the world title. I mean,
still do, I guess. Um, yeah, he
yeah,
he won at
Still-
Mania,
still
but then got cashed in on.
yeah.
yeah. No. I'm
Yeah.
talking about when he beat Brock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat
He
Brock.
was losing a lot before then.
He was losing a lot
He
before
was.
then.
I don't.
He was
No.
losing a lot.
No, he
Before the
wasn't.
Rumble.
He was
He
Huh.
winning
it was
because they were building him up to win the Rumble.
no. He
No, he
lost.
did lose
He
to Finn Balor a
he
lot.
lost a few times, and then he came back, beat Ricochet, and then had the Royal, and then won the Rumble and fought Brock at Mania.
Huh, interesting. Um, let's see. Oh, the Nimitz beat the Rascals for the tag team championships. Santino won his match against Robert Stone, so he is, the official TNA Director of Authority.
All right.
Matt Cardona was a special guest referee, but he was a fair referee, so
Okay.
um,
Wow.
He needs to
it
come back to
did.
WWE, man.
Mm,
Come back.
He said he would. Um, then Trick Williams defeated Elijah by pinfall to retain the TNA World Championship. So Trick and A is still alive.
was that the main event?
Yes.
So, Tyler, you know how I told you that I was busy and I couldn't watch AEW?
Yeah, you fucking lied, didn't you?
I wasn't. I just wanted somebody else to feel my pain.
Well, guess what? You're gonna be feeling your own pain again.
Actually,
Over
I
the
get
not.
another week
No, he's
off.
not. That's
Dave is
me. I
going
would
to
go
feel the
with
pain
that.
next.
Dave gets a turn, and then the week after, though, Nathan, yep, you're going right back to AEW.
Welcome back. It's a 4-hour AEW Dynamite special.
Yep, you're gonna watch a
No,
4 hour
it's not gonna be
Dynamite
4 hours.
special.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I think mine is 4 hours, but again, Collision's not
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
watched.
No,
So
nobody's watching Collision. Oh,
Nobody
so
wants to watch.
for this past week's Dynamite, I guess I should have talked about this. It started with like over 800,000 whenever they first started, but that's just the people that
okay.
were watching Big Bang Theory before AEW came on. And then it went down to 500,000, and then it went down to 200,000.
200. That's the point cancellation, I think.
Yeah, it was like 283 maybe. That's
Dude,
wild.
They're going to have.
that is,
Warner Bros. Has to see this.
bro.
Oh,
This is probably why fucking TNT like went off air like out of just abruptly that one
Yeah.
time, just because
oh,
like they're not fucking getting viewership.
Yeah,
There's no
Warner
point.
Bros. Like, well,
um,
we're losing money. I need to release a new movie.
Yeah.
Didn't they
I
put on
wonder
Black
because
Adam like
yeah.
fucking right after or like when TNA ended abruptly?
Yeah, it was Black
Yeah, they
Adam.
played
Black
Black
Adam.
Adam and The Rock. Like, The Rock's
The
in
Rock was like,
AEW.
The Rock was like, play Black Adam.
Yeah, cut their
I,
shit.
yeah, I wonder what the numbers were because I know a lot of people were gonna watch. A lot of people said they were gonna watch AEW because they were mad at WWE and TKO and stuff. So I wonder what the numbers on this one. That's what I've been hearing. So I wonder what the numbers for AEW was
Yeah,
past
it's
Wednesday.
This
it's gonna go
stupid
down.
I'm mad at TKO bullshit, like just because our truth got released, guess what? He's back. Now what? Like,
Gee, I wonder what people watched this weekend.
yeah.
Yeah, wonder they still watched Buddy in the Bank
Yeah.
and everything else. So
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
get in the Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank so we can get going.
speaking of kind of like the first half was Collision basically on AEW World's Collide.
Yeah, AEW Worlds
Yeah.
Collide.
Um, so we are live in Los Angeles, across the street from the Intuit Dome, where Money in the Bank is taking place. But we kick things off with the president of AAA. She
Yeah.
looked like a robot.
Yeah, she did. She did look like a robot.
Her eyes are so lopsided. God. She was in the ring alongside the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. And they welcome everyone. Then
Mexican
they
Taker.
sing both of their national anthems.
Yeah.
Triple
Triple H looked mad as hell.
Now, speaking of that, Corey Graves
Get
and
me out
Conan
now.
are on commentary.
Oh
And
yeah,
Conan is
Conan.
awful throughout the whole night.
Dude, Conan was so bad.
Did you watch
So
live,
awkward.
Tyler?
Dude, no, I watched the Gable match,
Oh
and
yeah, that
I
match
would
was.
hear, dude, that was the match of the year. So
Yeah.
no,
Probably
but
2
Conan
hours of
was
Conan on
terrible.
commentary.
Yeah.
He was probably the I think he was worse than
He was
fucking.
so bad it was good, I think.
I don't
'Cause
know
we were
who was
dying
worse,
laughing.
him or fucking what's his name on Saturday Night's
Jesse
main event.
Ventura.
Jesse Ventura.
You know what I said, Tyler? I was like, I miss Michael Cole now.
yeah, I kind of miss Michael Cole. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Okay, I say he has no enthusiasm and he just sounds depressed as ever. Like, he has no emotion at all. They hit a big move, he's like, oh, wow. There
Wow,
it is.
Is he
Gable
gonna
just
get
did
out of this?
yeah.
Yep. Let me tell you a story
Gable just
about
did
his
a
dad.
powerbomb
Yeah.
move.
Let me tell you a story about this guy's dad's grandpa. He was
Yeah.
a.
That we don't fucking need to know.
Corey's like, okay, you see that fuck? Well, let me watch the match.
Let's get back to the action. He kept saying that a lot.
Yeah. All right.
Johnny
Anyways,
Bob was like this. He's like, Corey, fuck you. Let me talk about this grandpa.
mhm. Anyways, there was a funny moment. Triple H walked off after the Mexico national anthem, and then came back for the U.S. national anthem, and he looked pissed.
I gotta go now.
It looked like, yeah, he was ready to get out of there to get across the street.
Yeah.
Then Rey Mysterio came out and said nothing really for us, really. It was just to
Yeah.
welcome.
We can't understand Spanish. Sorry about that, but
Yeah. And they show Dominic Mysterio in the crowd. Also in the crowd throughout the night, there's Mexican OT,
yep.
Savio
Mexican
Vega, Damian Priest, Chava Guerrero is back. Both women
Child.
champions, Io and Shran, plus the Street Profits. But wait a minute, they ruined their graphic. It was a dude in a random mask known as the Street Profits.
Yeah, they showed this guy in a random mask. And they pop up Street Profits. We're all like,
That's not the street
And Angelo Dawkins tweeted, what did he tweet, game?
Oh, but he was like, I get. Oh wait, what did he say? He's like, I guess that's the new Street Profit.
yeah,
Oh, it was
something like
crazy.
that.
Oh no, he said new outfit.
Yeah,
That's what he
it
said. He
was
said
new
new
outfit.
outfit.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
well,
great.
we're kicking things off with 6-man tag team match. Yeah. Lindsay Dorado, Dragon Lee, and Cruz del Toro, that team,
Yeah.
versus Mr. Iguana, Octagon Jr., and Aerostar.
Wait, hold on. Before you get into it, is Lindsay Dorado like?
He's
So
back.
No, he just got
story,
added.
Tyler,
He just
Walking
got
Wild got replaced because he's injured.
Walking Wild got
okay.
knocked out on main event by Lexus King for real. He got knocked the
Oh.
fuck out.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Um,
So let's
this
go.
match was AEW, for
yeah,
example. Mr. Iguana brought a Iguana puppet. That's just his character.
yeah.
He was using it throughout the whole entire match. There were very AEW like sequences, like they were playing hot potato with the puppet.
Oh, fucking God.
Yeah, and then Dragon Lee was like, disgusting!
Yeah, Nick, I also saw Lindsay Dorado fucking fighting the plushie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
dropped the
elbow dropped the
drop
puppet and did a Spanish fly on it.
on him.
So he did a moonsault on himself.
Yes.
Maybe we should give this an F.
I really think we should have.
Alright,
Uh,
This match actually makes AEW look good. Like,
Okay, don't go that far. Anyway, so that sucks. Plus, there were multiple roll-ups and mishaps. Like nobody caught, let's say, Dorado
yeah.
on the outside again.
Yeah.
He laid on the floor.
He just straight up smacked on the floor.
But later on, Octagon Jr. lands his finisher on Lince Dorado and gets the win to end this Dynamite match.
Yeah.
Dynamite match.
We gave this a D plus for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, let's change that to F.
We can't.
We
I'm
can't
looking at
change it?
AEW Dark. Well, I'm gonna
It's
say
too
that
late.
because y'all said D plus. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
I think Gabe was like being the mark for this match. I think that's why.
Oh yeah, Gabe, you like let's say Dorado doing a Spanish fly on nothing.
David. Look, that show wasn't really for us Americans, okay? It was
That's
really for
true.
the Mexican people,
Oh,
right?
okay, Gabe,
So,
you're gonna sit here and tell me that you like seeing Lince Dorado
hey,
play a puppet.
hey, we laughed. It was entertainment, so it wasn't that terrible. I mean,
Disgusting.
sometimes laughing because it was terrible. I mean, maybe that was
I
that
have to
it was
pull up that
meant to
fucking
do.
match
Maybe.
later and watch it. I want to see how stupid it is.
It was terrible. All right, Bradley, go
I
on
don't.
to
I
the
wouldn't.
next.
I
I
wouldn't do that.
literally turned to Nathan throughout the match. I was like, "Why am I watching Collision?"
You're probably watching AEW.
All right. But after the match, Dominic Mysterio cuts a promo and says no one could beat him for the IC title, and then Octagon Jr. attacked him, and they got into a brawl. And Dominic surprisingly says, "How about me and you, Octagon Jr. tonight for the IC title?" Which was cool, but it didn't lead to anything special.
Yeah.
I just want to say, did Octagon Jr. just like steal Penta's whole fucking ring gear?
Actually, this is crazy.
Don't tell me
Octagon
Octagon Jr.
Jr.
came up with that shit first.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though? Penta was in. It's like a multiple character, like Sin Cara and La Parka. Penta was Octagon Jr. before, like in one of them, and
Yeah,
Penta got the inspiration. That's why you see that logo.
Well, he used to be
Yeah.
called Pentagon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pentagon, and then it's Octagon now or something. Because Penta took,
yeah.
But yeah, so Penta copied that.
That's crazy.
All right. Next is Chick Tormenta and Dallas or something
Mm-hmm.
versus Stephanie Vakir and Lola Vice.
Yep.
Yes,
Sorry.
This
Chris, I saw that one.
this match was very slow. And
Yeah.
mainly Lola Vice wrestled because Stephanie has a match later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
There were some botches, but like later in the match, Stephanie and Lola hit the devil's kiss at the same time.
Oh yeah.
I bet Booker T was coming somewhere.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, that's just two girls right there.
You feel
Fucking his
buckets.
wife, probably fucking his wife, thinking of both of them.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
man. Charmel.
All right, they got graphic, but Stephanie hit the SPB on Dallas to win, and after the match, Stephanie said she's going to win Money in the Bank tonight, and booty bonds with Lola. A plus, right? Just because of that.
Yeah.
That was the S. No, I'm kidding.
What do we give that?
Nah,
Like a C?
No.
it was like a TV match. We gave it like a C minus
Yeah.
Mm,
Fair
I'll
enough.
take a C minus.
because Lola was looking.
Lola Vice was looking hot as fuck. I'm sorry.
Oh.
A little bit of Booker T came out in me.
Yeah, man.
Happens to the best of us, man. Anyway, uh, it's next is Legado del Fantasma versus Psycho Clown, Hayo del Wagner, and Pagano, who can't wrestle. But anyways, this match was very interesting because there were a lot of botches in the match, especially Pagano.
Yeah.
Um, throughout this whole match, there were some good spots, but like when Psycho Clown was on the outside, he went through like the second like ring post, like
Yeah.
ring post,
Yeah.
like Sami Zayn did,
Yeah.
and like hit a DDT. Like it
Yeah.
was
It was
cool.
pretty nice.
Uh, Then there was a spot where Pagano missed on the outside while doing a suicide dive on purpose. It was on purpose, though.
Yeah, yeah.
They moved out of the
But
way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
Then
they
they
like
all
pushed
hit
him
it.
out the way, and then he just fucking bumped right onto that fucking
flat back.
mat. Yeah.
Then they all hit like an outside superhero or whatever
Mm-hmm.
on Legato. It looked like someone landed very awkwardly on Santos, like on his knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then later, Berto took everybody out ringside, and then it was just Santos versus Pagano
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the ring. And then Santos hits Phantom Driver for the win.
Yeah.
Which why did they win?
Why did Legato need this win?
Yeah.
Because it could have been tied in the main event,
Yeah.
and because Dodo had a demanding lead still, so like, why not give the others the win?
I think
Gato
the main
definitely
reason
didn't need that
why
win.
I think the main reason why I guess is they're trying to still build up the story with fucking Berto and Santos for some reason.
Who cares? Nobody
I don't
gives
know.
a
Winning,
Nobody
though?
fuck.
cares about it.
I feel like
We
them
gave this
losing
a
would have made the
solid
story
Yeah.
more.
That, yeah, that too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why they had them win when they built a story with it if they lost.
So what do we give that
Yeah.
match, Bradley?
We gave this a solid C.
Yeah.
Okay, this is when things start getting really good. Okay, NXT North American Championship match: Kid Laredo versus Javon Evans versus Ray Phoenix versus Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
This match was a good match. It did start off AEW-ish with like the hurricane spots. Everybody was doing a hurricane.
Yeah.
I was tired of
Hurricane.
hurricanes at this point. Hurricanes. But there were good spots throughout the whole match. Kicks were landing. Later, there was a spot where Javon leads out to the outside and laid on Page over the announce table.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Then Javon later messed up, though. He was going for the coast to coast, but it didn't land at all on Laredo Kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He was just stuck there for a bit.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
Laredo Kid was just dead there for like 5 minutes, hanging
Yeah.
upside down.
But later, Ray Phoenix his Spanish fly on Laredo Kid, almost onto Page, but Page moved out.
Mm.
Then later, Ray Phoenix almost won the title, his finisher on Javon Evans, but Javon Evans kicked out. Then Ethan Page hit Ego's Edge on Phoenix, but Javon broke it up by jumping on Ethan.
Yep.
But then Ethan wisely pulled in Laredo Kid as Javon Evans was about to his finisher. And Ethan capitalizes by throwing out Javon Evans onto Phoenix on the outside. Then Ethan steals the pin to retain.
Yeah. Hit the twist of fate.
Yeah.
Still wish
We-
that they eventually give the title to Javon Evans. He's too good of a wrestler. I think he deserves the title.
Yeah, we gave this match like a A minus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this match is match of the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Match of the fucking year. In my opinion, I'm already gonna give this shit an S. It was really good.
We gave it A plus.
That's the highest on the letter grade.
Yeah. Chad Gable versus El Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship. This match was match of the night
Why
for
is
sure.
Gabe laughing at him?
No, sorry.
What?
Nathan had me.
Do you not think it was match of the night, or
No, Nathan was like highest on the letter grade. And I was trying not to fucking laugh.
I don't get the S.
S tier is
That's
like
why.
perfect rank.
What?
A.
Yeah, you never heard of that S being
Yeah,
the
but like that's stupid
That's
to me.
okay?
It's A
I'll
plus.
change it to an S.
No,
It's-
A plus is the it's like the highest to me.
I don't know. What
I never
funny.
got an S on my math fucking test. Like,
Yeah,
Is it in school? Is it in school?
You're fucking stupid.
In Tyler's defense, people do give matches an S, so I will be in
I
his
don't think-
defense on
I don't
that.
think Tyler's never seen an A plus before, so.
Nathan has also never seen an A plus. That's why he doesn't fucking know what it is.
All right.
Oh my god!
Back to the match. This match was definitely match of the night for sure.
Yeah.
It started off with wrestling holds, some good moves. There were a couple moves throughout this match. Vikingo hits like his one of his signature moves on the outside.
Hmm.
The one spot he almost died in AW from doing.
Yeah. Yeah. That 630 fucking
Fucking
springboard
yeah.
onto Chad Gable's
Yeah,
back. That was crazy.
that looks great. Later Chad did oh my god, he basically a top rope pile driver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Valkingo was fucking dead.
Yeah. I think we all did.
His soul
We
left
were
his
like, oh
fucking
my
body.
He
god.
was going for like a Batista bomb off the top rope, but it ended up looking like a fucking pile driver.
I think
Yeah.
what happened was Valkingo when Gable was going for that move, Valkingo's arm got stuck under Gable's leg, and
Maybe.
so it looked like a fucking pile driver.
Yeah, maybe.
Mhm. Yeah, and then later El Vikingo follows it up on a Mexican destroyer cable, and like he
Yes.
It
fucking
was
died.
probably the prettiest fucking destroyer.
there's a frame, and Chad Gable's head is literally like indented into the fucking
Yes,
mat. Like,
dude, I'm telling you, Gable has probably the best sells on a fucking like a Mexican
yeah,
destroyer.
yeah,
That made me like, I think I said holy shit whenever that happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then somehow Gable pushes Viking off the rope and then does a moonsault through a table.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fucking clean too.
Watch and learn
But
AEW.
later, Vikingo hits a nice Poison Rana,
Yeah,
then hits his finisher for the win to retain the Mega Champion to end the show.
yeah. A plus.
Dude, I really think
Yeah, this was one of the best matches I've seen in forever since Punk and Drew
Oh,
inside Hell in a
I'm
yeah.
Cell.
sorry. S.
Yeah.
This guy's trying to rank bait me.
So overall, Worlds Collide was saved to the last two
Yeah,
matches.
Hmm.
yeah.
Overall pay per view grade was a B minus because of that.
Yeah,
So it was 8 out of 10.
not bad.
I think it was. I think those two matches were really good.
Will we be
Mhm.
watching the next one if they do another one?
Yes, definitely gonna watch.
Just for the last two matches, probably again.
Yeah,
Hopefully, Gable will be at Worlds Collide again because
We'll see.
it's fucking.
we'll
good.
see. All right.
Well, by the way, Rey Mysterio versus El Vikingo at Triple Mania is happening.
Mania.
Oh yeah,
I might have to
yeah.
check
For the
that out.
title.
I don't know if we'll
It's-
recap it, but I might have to watch that
He's
match.
fucking. So
Mhm.
what is he cleared now? Or
No.
I guess.
No,
Yeah,
it's
maybe-
in it's in
August.
September.
Yeah, so it'll probably be.
August.
Yeah, August 16th, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, August 16th. Yeah.
Well,
Money in the
on
Bank.
to Money in the Bank. We are live still in Los Angeles in the Intuit Dome.
Yep.
And the first match of the night is a women's Money in the Bank match. Which is between Roxanne, Julia, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vakir. Nathan's shaking his head because he got it wrong.
Yep, like we all.
We all predicted this. The
T-
worst
Tyler doesn't know
woman
the
in
scores
the
yet,
match
does he?
wins.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he
doesn't.
doesn't. Okay, cool. Well, I'll save it for the end.
All right,
I
but
already know what
anyways,
was though. Okay.
I thought this match would be match of the night. I thought it had a lot of potential, but it
Yeah.
kind of was just average.
Kind of was a
Yeah.
disappointment to me.
Yeah, but yeah, the men's ladder match was somehow better.
Yeah.
But they didn't have really like a lot of spots as the men's. Like, there's not really any spots. As for the match, there was a good spot. Rhea went for a razor's edge on Roxanne, but Roxanne hit her Hurricane on the ladder to reverse it.
Hmm.
It looked like Roxanne hit her head.
Yeah.
When she did it.
Yeah. And hit like a off the road splash on Rhea on the ladder. Then Roxanne and Julia tried to trap Rhea between the ladder.
Yeah.
They was trying to use the ladder, but it didn't quite work out. Yeah, they were stuck there for a minute.
Yeah.
They couldn't get down the fucking thing to set it right. Yeah. That was awful. But then Booker T was definitely coming on the
Oh,
Devil's
yeah.
Kiss on the ladder with
Yeah.
Rhea and Stephanie.
We
I
were
was
all coming.
You know,
I was
Ah,
trying.
ah,
I was trying to
ah.
like look at which. But
Which ass you want to look at?
there.
you look the Rhea Ripley's ass, fucking Rhea.
But Pat was trying his best, but you know he
Yeah.
likes to eat more. He
Yeah.
loves to eat more.
He likes to eat more than I. Gotcha.
Yeah, but Alexa, Roxanne hit Pop Rocks or Code Red on both Valkyrie and Naomi on the
Yeah.
opposite sides of the two ladders.
Good spot.
But it was a good spot. But you saw like Roxanne and Alexa looking at each other like, let's do it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was like a
You go, girl.
slow, like, yeah.
Basically.
You go, girl.
Okay, but there were some other spots that happened, but it ultimately led to Naomi winning the briefcase.
Terrible.
Caution tape around that fucking briefcase is coming.
Terrible.
So proceed with
Terrible.
caution, Nathan.
Terrible.
Look, man, that's the
Look,
right option.
No, it's not.
so
No,
no,
it's
it
not
is
the right
not.
I
option.
this
It
is
is
going
not.
to a failed cash-in, the first failed cash-in. This is why
There's,
I'm
she's
I
not
pray.
failing. She's
I
not
pray.
failing
I
her
pray.
cash in.
Y'all should put a
I'm gonna
bet.
pray on her fucking downfall.
Look,
I'm gonna pray
she's
on her
gonna
downfall.
do it on Tiffany. I like Tiffany more than I don't even like Naomi, but I'm saying that is the right option.
Gabe,
That's
all
the
I'm
right
gonna say.
option.
do you
Naomi
think
did look good tonight. I
Tiffany,
ain't gonna lie.
you think Tiffany Stratton is losing to Naomi when she just beat Charlotte Flair?
I don't know.
Yes.
They're pushing Naomi for some reason.
Yeah.
You what? Look
No.
again. Oh my god. Okay.
She's failing her
Okay.
cash in.
Yankee Mark, Naomi Mark.
I think she's really failing her cash in.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
I think she's
So
failed because
when does
a
Tiffany lose
woman
this
had
title
not
then?
failed
Let
this
me know.
season.
SummerSlam.
She's gonna lose it at SummerSlam. Yeah. To
To the Queen of the Ring?
Yeah, whoever
to
that may
yeah,
be.
which I guarantee is gonna be
Which is NI champions, the final.
or Bianca Belair.
It's gonna be Jade.
Then
It's
Naomi.
gonna
Oh,
be
hey.
Jade.
It might be Jade.
And then Jade Cargill's gonna
Okay,
be
so then Jade wins and Naomi catches it. Naomi's getting this championship one way
Jade
or another.
Cargill's gonna
I know, but
get
Jade fights Naomi and then
I'm just
Jade
telling you
takes
what's
it off.
happening. I'm
Okay.
not saying I love the idea, but I'm saying, all right.
Jade Cargill's gonna pin Naomi at SummerSlam too.
All right, you Naomi Mark.
But yeah,
It's
like
called building stars, all right.
She's
it was
old.
like
No, they tried building her game. They tried building her before. How'd that go?
It's going better now. I'll say that.
All right. Next match.
yeah, but anyways, it was like a average ladder match. It's nothing really special. We gave it a solid C.
Yeah.
But anyways, El Vikingo, Mr. Iguana, plus Conan are in the crowd supporting AAA. But please keep Conan away from commentary. Please.
Yeah.
Just don't let him.
Conan is like,
commentate.
Yeah.
can I get back on comments?
Do you need another person to commentate with y'all? No. No.
Hey, Conan said he'll
I
stop
had so
doing that.
much fun at commentary.
It doesn't sound like you did.
Not like you did,
I
yeah.
did.
You sound like Bret Hart. Anyway, Dominic Mysterio versus Octagon Jr. for the IC title match.
Yeah. Disappointing.
Well, this match wasn't really nothing.
Yeah.
Just lucha things and some spots.
Mhm.
We've seen so much lucha wrestling. I was like drained of it. All the
Yeah.
Hurricanranas and Tilt-A-Whirls. But Dominic always, he wins to retain pretty easily. Like Liv distracted Oscar, and he was just like, she was like tits, and then that was it. He was like, oh my god, and then Dominic just
White woman
sneaks
titties.
from behind,
Yeah.
and then
619.
wins with the quick squash match.
Yeah.
It was just a squash match.
Yeah.
We gave this a D minus.
Yeah.
This is what the pay per view was good, but this sank down the pay per view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, we cut backstage and American Made and Chad Gable. Chad is saying he's in the corner of El Grande tonight, and Chad reveals a fireball ladder.
Yeah.
We can all agree this sponsoring shit is getting way out.
Yeah.
It's getting super out of hand.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be in every fucking.
It's gonna be on chairs and kendo sticks next.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is. Like, it literally is though. Like it's so.
PTO just loves them sponsors, man.
Mm-hmm.
trying to make enough money to fucking.
I see. Okay, I get why Vince didn't want all the sponsoring shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Also, at Money in the Bank, they announced WrestleMania 42 will
Mhm.
be taking place in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But women's IC title match, Becky versus Lyra, and Nathan actually liked this match.
Eh.
You did.
Nathan, that was good.
Meh.
I'm
That
very
was
proud.
good. We
It
all
was
agree on the grade.
okay.
The
Oh my
match
god, you
started.
said now, Nathan, that now that you're fucking doing the podcast.
It's okay.
Nah, sounds like you're
Um,
saying that you liked it.
the match started off slow. They were going back and forth. Then it started to pick up momentum.
Mhm.
Lyra hit stalling suplex onto Becky and Lyra. That was cool.
Mhm.
She sold the shit out of that. She followed it up with the fisherman driver. That was nice. Then Lyra punched Becky with the Boston Crab, which looked painful. Then Lyra takes Becky outside and hangs Becky on the barricade. Then hits the leg drop on Becky. And then they get back in the ring. She sets up her again. Then Becky power bombs her in midair.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, that was cool. Becky hits the main angel slam off the second rope, but Lyra kicks out. Then Becky throws Lyra into the ring post and hits the main handle slam on ringside. Then Lyra hits Nightwing on the ringside, but the ref was counting, and they were lifeless
Oh yeah.
until suddenly at 9 they're like, "Oh, we're
They just
up,"
bloop,
and we get
and then
back in the
fucking
ring.
get back in the ring.
It didn't start moving till 9, which
Yeah,
was crazy.
that's terrible.
That was very stupid.
Yeah.
They do a bunch of roly polies, and then Becky pulls the tights to win the IC title.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they just had her fucking win the title when she did the off the top manhandle slam.
Yeah, they could have just ended the match there, but
Yeah.
Suspenseful. And
But Becky demands Lyra to raise her hands around all four sides of the ring.
yep.
And then Becky gets German suplex for her troubles to end that and hopefully this feud.
No, it's not
But
gonna end the feud.
No,
you
no,
think that
that's
is the
not.
feud? No good.
No,
No.
that is gonna.
so
That is
Evolution,
gonna,
Lyra's taking it back.
I'm hoping. I'm
Or
praying.
just not a. I'll just do it
Probably.
at Night of Champions.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Lyra hold
Um,
the title than fucking Becky.
yeah, we gave this a C plus, so it's very rare for Nathan to like a Becky Lynch match.
Yeah. That's not a good grade. That's not like a great grade.
I mean,
You're
it's
acting like I
passable.
gave it an A plus.
You get but you're literally based.
Okay. Next match, Bradley.
He does not like talking about Becky Lynch, but
I really don't. I
Oh,
really don't
fucking
like
hate
talking
Becky
about Becky
Lynch.
Lynch.
He was gonna pick her as the most overrated. Becky Lynch is more overrated than Lex Luger. Like that's how much he hates him or hates.
I
her.
would rather watch a Becky match than Lex Luger. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Anyways, Miz Money in the Bank ladder match: Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Penta, El Grande Americano,
Chad
and
Gable.
Andrade. Nope. Um, the match started with everyone attacking Seth Rollins. Even Solo joined the fray. After Seth is taken out, they turned their attention to Solo, and Solo was funny. He was trying to talk his way out,
He is getting so good with fucking like being a heel. Like
and
all
does
the fucking heel work he does is just funny.
yeah, he does the LA Knight thing and does fear,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
He's
Solo
like,
gets super kicked.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like Solo and El Grande were like the comedic relief throughout the match.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Michael Cole kept trying to say El Grande was the same person as Chad Gable because of the boots, the same attire, and the same injured arm.
Yep.
It's just a mere coincidence. I don't know why he's looking into things like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, for real.
anybody could be injured with the arm. But as for the match,
Workouts. Like,
mhm. As for a match, there were multiple spots throughout the match. Like Andrade did a powerbomb off the ladder onto El Grande. Then Penta hit Seth with the suplex on the ladder.
Mhm.
Then later, El Grande got the metal dome in his match and did a cool spot. LA Knight catapulted El Grande, and he climbed on the ladder on the outside, then another ladder in the ring to get to the whiskey ladder where
Mhm.
Penta was.
The
And
whiskey.
yeah, the whiskey ladder. And then El Grande hit Penta with the metal dome.
Mhm.
I thought for a split second he won right there.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh my
are you
god.
fucking kidding me?
I was about to laugh,
It
but
would have been so stupid if they gave him the
I
briefcase when
wouldn't.
they should
I
have
would
gave it
not
to Chad
minded it.
Gable.
Yeah.
Like,
But that could have made El Grande cash in on
yes.
Vikingo and win the title.
Yeah, oh
The
god.
dark arts.
He would go.
No, there would be literally like threats if he
Yeah.
won.
But then LA Knight meets El Grande in the top, and this crazy spot, it
Yeah.
looked very painful. Like we were like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that was crazy. Seth called his boys later, Breaker and Reed, they come out, they lay waste. Then Jacob and JC Mateo. Oh yeah, before this though, Breaker speared the absolute shit out of El
Oh
Grande.
yeah.
He got cut in half.
Dead forever.
Uh, yeah, but Jacob and JC Mateo, they come out. Um, Breaker spears JC Mateo through the barricade while Jacob does the Papa Samoa drop on Reed.
Yeah.
He actually like picked him up too. Like I was actually
Hmm.
surprised. Well, what?
Bronson Reed jumped a little bit.
Well, yeah, he jumped a little bit, but like Bronson
Yeah.
Reed
Big
was
man.
All right. He marked.
Yep. What happens
Jacob
next?
Fatu is everything. I love Jacob Fatu.
Keep going,
What
brother.
happens next? Solo is in the ring with Jacob, and he was doing way too much. He was
Oh
taking his
yeah.
sweet ass time. This is when you knew he wasn't winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, like so Jacob went for the small ladder. This was a theme throughout the whole match. There were small ladders they were trying to win the briefcase with,
Yeah.
and there were these big ass ladders they weren't using. But
Yeah.
anyways, Jacob went for the small ladder. Solo was like, "No, you get the big one." Uh,
Jacob's,
yeah, but he Solo climbs the ladder and tries to grab the briefcase, but his leg is stuck, and Solo is still trying
yeah,
to
he
grab the
was like,
briefcase.
Yeah.
But he was like, he knew his fate.
Yeah.
Jacobs then said, "I hate you, Solo."
no,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. But when he said it, he's like this after. He's like,
And then he
"Oh,
kills Solo and does a spinning solo onto the ladder.
Yeah.
And then Seth gets in the ring with the fireball ladder. Looks like he's about to win. But Knight's got him down and hits a clothesline, then climbs the ladder. And me and Tyler are like, yeah, go up there, go up there, go up there. And looks like Knight's going to win. Then Seth Hogan takes out Knight by throwing the back of his head.
better luck next time, LA
Seth
Maybe,
Hogan.
Seth Hogan is crazy.
maybe the fourth year in a row, maybe you'll get it.
No.
It was in his
He's
hometown
never-
too, Tyler. It was in Los Angeles.
Me and Gabe
Hey,
kept
man.
telling Bradley he's not winning it.
Hey, all right.
LA Knight, just try again at the next year's Money in the Bank. 'Cause
Oh
you
my
gotta win this
gosh.
again.
Seth Hogan.
Seth Hogan is wild.
Alright, but
Like,
Seth Hogan.
Seth throws the back of his head in the ladder, hitting the curb stomp to crush LA Knight's dreams. And
Bury him,
Crush
brother.
all of our dreams. With
and Seth climbs up the ladder to retrieve the briefcase very slowly, and Punk was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
We should have just predicted Rollins. Like, what the fuck? This is predictable.
That was
Like,
gonna be, it was either Solo or Rollins for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Seth
should have picked
retrieves the
Rollins.
briefcase. But yeah. Here's what I think's gonna happen. I think Punk does get involved on Monday. I think Seth is going to cash in on Jay and Gunther, leads to like disqualification. I think we're getting a fatal four way at SummerSlam.
Hmm.
Jay, Gunther, Punk, Rollins, which I wouldn't mind.
don't mind that.
Yeah, but it would be a failed cash in. That's what I would not like.
Fuck, please,
Hmm.
please.
Maybe that's the case because we have 2 years men's failed cash ins. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also don't want Seth to be the world champion.
And plus, like,
Who
I don't
don't?
want Punk just to
Why
cost
not?
Rollins. Why not cost him the briefcase as well?
Every time Rollins has a title, it's dull. It's so dull.
True.
Well,
Well,
I
he's in.
think I'd
I mean, he's
rather
in a group and he's with Heyman now. So I mean,
He'll
it's
be
a little
better.
different.
I would rather have Seth as the world title than Jay, but
Yeet. No yeet. No yeet.
I
I don't want
know
Yee in my cereal anymore.
I don't agree with that one. No yeet.
All right, well,
Main event
main
time.
event time. Well, speaking of Yee in your mouth, Tyler, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes
Yeet. Yeet.
Cody
versus
Rhodes'
John
gear
Cena
has
and
looked
Logan Paul.
really good. I liked Cody Rhodes' gear.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Cody and Jay were matching because they're boyfriends.
Yep.
But
Yeet.
oh yeah, we
Yo,
gave the
he
ladder
tried.
match a A-, by the way.
Yeah.
Um, this match was very slow at first. Like they were taking turns on beating
Yeah.
up Jay. Like took forever
Yeah.
to get going.
Yeah.
But then Cody got tagged in, and like that basically brought life to the match. He beat everybody up. Cena and Paul were having problems throughout the match, but
Mm.
later Paul hit the pulverizer on Cody.
Mm.
But he doesn't go for the pin.
Yeah.
Logan goes up to hit the splash with the drone in his hand. But Cody, like catches him up there, suplexes Logan off the top. We see
Wow.
like through a POV through the drone, and then a jump scare happens.
Yo, out of nowhere, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened. I didn't even know it was a.
We couldn't see Jay Uso going for the splash on the other side, so
Yeah.
Jay hits the splash at the same time,
Scared all of
and
us.
basically the drone exploded in our POV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking FNAF jump scare.
Yeah.
It
Oh
looked
my.
like the ending to the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
But anyways, later Cena comes back, hits the AA on Cody, but Cody kicks out.
Mm-hmm.
So Cena throws Cody out and sets up for the AA on the announce table. But Cody moves out of the way and Jay spears Cena on the table. It doesn't break though.
Yeah.
Like Cena actually took that. Um, but Logan Paul does a moonsault onto Jay, exploding the whole table.
Yeah.
Dude,
That was crazy.
that shit was so fucking clean too.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
was a really clean ass table break.
You know what's sad though? They didn't hit the code D in this match. The
They
code
didn't
D.
hit the code D
They
in this
didn't hit
match.
the code B.
No, they
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
I love it.
Yeah.
No ye.
Oh yeah, Tyler, for your birthday, I was going to order the Yeeteos.
Oh, you should have, dude. I would have ate
Yeah,
those.
it has like the gallon milk
Yo,
of Jey Uso special sauce,
Yeah,
the special heat sauce.
Yes.
brother.
Ye. Ye.
Sauce.
Ye.
Okay,
Alright.
but
Ye-
it's
mother-
down to Cena and Cody in the ring. The
Mm-hmm.
ref is down. Cena hits Cody with the belt like always. But out comes a guy in a black hoodie attacking Cena.
We don't give a
Then
damn.
it's
We don't.
revealed to be our truth.
Yep.
He's back. We used to play
But
for
I
Don't
don't
Texas.
give
think
a
he's our
damn.
truth anymore. He's
It's
being
Ron.
called by his real name, Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons. Killings.
Ron
Killings.
Killings. I'm wrong. Ron Simmons. God damn it.
What? Damn.
Damn.
Damn!
Damn, I messed that up. But anyways, Cruz hits Cena with the belt, so payback. This allows Cody to hit the crossroads for the win.
Mhm.
And Nathan's so happy as Cody crybaby. He was so happy
Yep.
to end the show.
There we go.
No Cody, like I said, but the ending definitely saved this match.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do we give
Yeah.
that match?
Yeah.
It can't
We
be.
gave it a B minus.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Okay,
for the
y'all.
overall pay per view?
So somehow Worlds Collide beat it. It was a C plus.
Yeah.
Well, because Tyler, we had the greatest match of all time
Yes.
in a while, and then we had that good match. It was
Yeah.
an A minus, and then we have a D minus on One Money in the Bank.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That doesn't help it.
Well,
Yeah, dog.
I'll get into the score sheets and then we'll end this podcast.
I do want to say, do we think our truth is gonna get a?
I don't know, but
I think so.
okay. In last place was me with 40 points,
Damn.
and tied for second place was Gabe and Bradley. Still your champion.
Stupid.
Tyler
I'm the
retains.
next Roman Reigns up in this bitch. I'm gonna hold
God,
this.
You had no brains yesterday.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm gonna hold this title for 4 fucking years. All right.
You know what I said, Tyler? I said, man, the guy who can't read is our champion.
Yep. Damn fucking right. Yeet. Yeet. Yeet.
Well,
No,
that was
on that.
How's that yeet taste? Yeet.
that was the AEW TNA and the TNA pay per view and Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank recap. I'm your host
Still
Nathan
world
Bain
champion.
with Gabe Jones, Tyler
Gabe,
Bain, and our shitty world champion Tyler.
Gabe, how's that kid toy still? Is it going well for
We're
you?
living over here. We're good.
Okay.
I don't have to defend my title till July, so
Doing
we'll see.
very well as a world champ.
All right, well that was the Ring Banter podcast. Catch y'all later.